If you've been scared to use oils, there's no need to be any more. They're a brilliant medium and they're actually really easy to use once you know the basics. So in this video, I'm going to share with you the equipment you need to start painting with oils. It's not as expensive as you may think. And the products I use to avoid the nasty and toxic smells, and how to clean up easily, and some of the benefits of using oils, how you can get our free guide to painting with oils, and if you stick around to the end, you can find out how to win a free online art course with me. Hi, it's Tracy from Artici, where we help artists of all levels discover new art techniques, create better art and get joy from painting. If you're new here, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell to make sure you don't miss out on the latest tips for improving your art practice. All the links to find everything I mentioned in this video can be found in the description box below. So let's jump into it. I'm going to talk about oils for a beginner. This is really a beginner's guide to oils. This little video is really for someone who's really never painted with oils at all and really don't understand what is used to mix oils. Oils, unlike acrylics, they're not mixed with water. You have to use mediums and solvents to clean up. Water is just completely out of the picture. So what you need to paint with oils is what I'm about to show you. One of the great products you will need to paint with oils is a solvent. This helps clean the brushes, but it also will thin your paint, and you can actually mix it with your paints to thin your paints down, but you also use it to clean up and to actually mix even with other mediums. So this is, instead of water, Gamsol, and it's a wonderful brand made by Gamlin, and the wonderful thing about it is it's safe, it's odorless, and it's one of the probably one of the most loved solvents because it is really odorless and easy to use, and they spent a lot of time in the research to make this great product. So you will need your oils, and your oils you can have the student quality and you can have our artist quality, just like with acrylics. And I am talking about Gamlin today because they make a student grade, the 1980 range, and it is made with pure pigments, and it's so great that really you'll never tell the difference. And I think it's a fabulous way to start, is to mainly stock up on the student quality, because in their range it really is a high quality. But they do have the artist range, which is the higher level again, and you can purchase that as well. And with their range they also have some extra colors that you will not find in other oils, and I'll just explain that now. They do have a radiant range, which is really a pastel range that is mixed, and it's quite radiant and beautiful mixture, because when students often mix their white with the other colors to make a pastel, they can get a chalky look and a bit not as radiant and wonderful as these. These have been designed to create some pastels with some oomph, and they are in the artist range, but and they make blues and yellows and greens and pinks in that. And really, if you do lots of florals or you know, organic from nature, and you use pastels, it's really worth maybe purchasing those. But they do have a mixing white, which also helps you to mix pastels and get away from the chalkiness. So really, to demystify oils today, it's really easy, the cleanup and the drying time. Oils, unlike acrylics, do take longer to dry, and that can be a great advantage to a beginner. It gives you a longer time to work, but in the past history they took weeks to dry. Now with some of the mediums it's only 24 hours, and the Galkide Light, again made by Gamlin, is a great medium that keeps your paint glossy and can help you create your sheer or washes and transparents, and it dries within 24 to 30 hours. If you're in a freezing cold climate, it might take 30 hours, but in a normal climate, an average climate, 24 hours. And the hot climate could even be quicker. So you really just need your solvent for cleanup. You need a great medium. There are lots of different mediums you can buy if you're doing impasto and other things, but just to keep it simple for a beginner who's starting, a glass palette is a great idea, a sheet of glass, and you can get that out of a picture frame and tape the edges so that you don't cut your fingers on the sharp edge, or buy a shelf like I did out of IKEA very reasonably with a beveled edge. And the reason why the glass is so great, at the end of the day you just use a paint scraper and you can just scrape away any paint on the palette. You need two other things. Instead of a water jar like with acrylics, you need a jar to wash your brushes in, and yet you put in some of your Gamsol into this pot, and as you rinse off between colours, you put your brush into it, swish it around and wipe your brush on a cloth, and it's clean and ready to go and pick up the next colour. And at the end of the day you wash all your brushes off in this same solvent, and it becomes a bit gooey looking and horrible, but that doesn't matter, and you let it settle, or you pour it off into what I call just a sludge jar. And that sludge jar, as it sits, you get all the sludge at the bottom, and above it you get, as it settles, it will settle out and you'll have your pure Gamsol at the top. It's good enough to use that Gamsol, put it in the jar again the next day to wash your brushes, so you have this supply that's recycled, and just the pigments fall to the bottom, and you can use the Gamsol for cleaning your brushes again the next day. So it really is quite easy, you know, not having water and just having this medium that cleans up very quickly and easily. And the richness of oils, it's worth trying. A beginner, you really don't know how beautiful they are till you have a go. They're creamy, they blend, and I find that when I've taught students who paint with acrylic only and they go to oils, the new oils with these mediums, their paintings improve. I find that their blending is better. The creaminess and the way the mediums and the way it just smooshes together, it's rich and beautiful, and I think it's worth trying. I think you'll love oils. And don't forget that you can do your straight oil painting, but oils are fabulous over your acrylics, and oils often demand a higher price, and some artists do acrylic painting underneath, and then they do the transparent glazing and often full-on painting over the top in oils, and they get a higher price, and they use the acrylic underneath. It's quick and easy for them to just get it done very quickly and dry in an hour or two, and then get straight on to using their oils. And often in abstracts it's used where they've got acrylic washes and inks underneath, and then the richness and the glow of the oils on top. You've just got to remember with oils that oils have to go on top of acrylics. You can't do it the other way around. So you start off with the thin washes of oils and you work up to thick oils on top. It's always fat over lean, and it's always oil over acrylic. So you can mix up your mediums as well. So I hope you have lots of fun starting out with oils. I've kept this video simple so you can get started without getting overwhelmed. But there's obviously a lot more to learn when painting with oils. So I put together a free guide for painting with oils, which you can download from the link here. This guide will tell you a little bit more about the mediums that are commonly used with oils, the essential rules you need to know so your painting doesn't crack, and some of the different layering techniques you can use to create gorgeous oil paintings. So click the link to grab the free guide. Now, I'm also currently running a giveaway where you could win a scholarship in one of my online art courses. It's quick and easy to enter. Just go to the link on the screen and you could be in the running to win one of 6 prizes. The giveaway is drawn on the 30th of June, so get your entry in now to win. I hope you enjoyed the basic introduction to oils, and if you did, I'd love it if you gave me the thumbs up. If there is more you'd like to know, comment below and let me know so I can create more videos like this in the future.